Welcome everybody to Feel Great Naked Skin, Body, Mind. This is Professional Chats for helping you look and feel your best inside and out. My name is Alira De Palma and I'm very fortunate today to have here Casey Borman.
Hello.
And she is a nutritionist. Been working at Chevron Island Physio. Now, it's great to have a professional with us. I feel very, very grateful. I know when I've been treating skin that certain inflammation, acne and stuff does come from internally. I also do know that a lot of mindset things when we're feeling down, a lot of it can come from internally from our nutrition as well. So it's great to have a professional that can tell us a lot more stuff about this. So thank you so much for coming in today.
Thanks for having me.
The key thing, first of all, is when did you start into this, why, and then how did you get into it?
So basically, I guess, as a child, I actually was quite overweight.
Okay.
So I love food, which I still do, but just didn't, I guess, eat the right types of things, ate too much. You know, I was getting seconds, I was eating more probably than my parents, gradually putting on the weight.
Did they eat unhealthy as well? Is that?
I don't necessarily think it was unhealthy food, it just was too much.
Yeah, okay.
And probably just a few treats and snacks. Yeah. And but overall, though, they ate quite well.
Yeah.
But as a young girl, I guess you start to get to that point where you want to look better and feel better. And so I got more and more into what I was eating, just my own sort of research and looking into it. And I probably, like many people out there, got very confused by what to do. I did a lot of sort of fad diets, I guess you'd call them, but changing regularly because obviously none of them worked long term, or you didn't feel good when you're on them, or you're hungry, or you felt like you couldn't go out because you were on this strict plan. And
so what age did you start
this was probably about 14, 15.
Okay, yeah. Cool, I can relate
yeah.
to that. Yeah.
And then I still went to uni and did teaching, which was always my plan, but just wasn't as passionate about it and kept finding that I kept going back into looking up things nutrition, but my focus changed more on the weight loss to like something people can do long term. What do you find that makes you feel good, that's healthy? Why are you eating certain foods and what do they do for you rather than just about looks and weight?
Yeah.
So I just got more and more interested.
It's gone into the field.
Yeah. And then finished my teaching degree, taught for a few months and decided to go back into uni and do nutrition because that's where my real... And I guess the teaching still links into it really well because you're teaching and educating people.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. Exciting. I can really relate to that because I've had that, going through the whole health fad thing.
And the what do I do and how do I do it.
Yeah,
it's confusing and it's still confusing because there's always new things and
trying to keep up with everything. Exactly. So you work a lot. Do you do work with weight loss?
I do, definitely.
Yeah, and with that, can you just give us like two things that people might go, oh, this is really healthy, and then they've like made that mistake?
Probably the biggest mistake I see people make is not eating enough or not eating regularly. So they'll come to me and they generally don't eat breakfast, they don't eat snacks, but they might have two big main meals, or they'll only eat dinner and they think, well, I haven't eaten all day, like, why aren't I losing weight? But you really, in that process, they've stopped their metabolism, their body's gone into starvation mode, that they're not eating regularly enough. Normally by the time you eat then too, your blood sugars are so low that you pick the wrong foods, you eat more than you should in a meal that your body can digest. And
is that what you find as well when they only eat at night, that they tend to choose the wrong meals as well? Yeah,
definitely, because you're so hungry by then that you don't really care because you're like, oh, I'm so starving and I haven't eaten all day, I might reward myself, or the emotions that go through it.
Cool. I'm sort of with the other people that I've seen. Yeah, I'm picking up on that. So,
that was only really one thing, wasn't it?
What's that?
Probably another thing which is a bit controversial, I guess, but not really. But is eating a lot of fruit or fruit juices.
Okay.
So I definitely think fruit's good for you. There's lots of vitamins, there's minerals, but it can also be quite high in sugar. So if someone's eating 4 or 5 pieces in 3 meals a day, you know, they're getting quite a lot of sugar throughout the day, and it's very hard to lose weight when you're having that amount. Also buying juices that, you know, when you think about it, one juice that big's probably got 5, 6 pieces of fruit like squeezed down into it. You've drunk it in 2 minutes. Like, yeah, so I think just as it adds up, or they have fruit salad for lunch because they think they're doing the right thing, and it just, there's other options that aren't quite as high in sugar.
Okay, that's interesting. I love fruit.
Not saying it's bad at all.
Yeah,
it's just the amount. As everything is, like moderation.
And juices and cool. So, what are some of the barriers that you like? Some mental barriers that you come across when you know, people are starting on these programs? Yeah,
generally a big one is thinking that they don't have enough time to prepare meals, or that they can't cook. You know, so they're used to buying their food, or they just don't think that they have time to make meals or prepare or plan. But I find the more and more, you know, there's some very easy things, and that's sort of why I base everything on the person. So it can be quick, it can be easy, things you can freeze, things you can make triple of, and then
love it.
Yeah, you're saving money as well, so that's good.
Yeah, excellent.
That's definitely one of the big things. Feeling guilty when they do have something that might not be on their plan, and then instead of going, oh well, I've had one bad thing, move on, get back into my healthy, they might slowly just feel bad, and emotionally they think they've done the wrong thing and go off track.
Guilt.
Yeah, so that's another big thing that takes a while to overcome.
And I think that's where the professional support one-on-one helps you get through that too, like when you get that regular contact. And then you go, oh yeah, okay, now I'll get back on track, and that's okay. I can let go of the guilt.
And it's okay to have a cheat meal or whatever you want to call it. And just get back on.
Cool. So when you've had some, I'm sure you've had many positive results occur. Someone's made the change, they've got the results that they've wanted. And then what sort of things like have you seen afterwards, like emotionally, and also their lifestyle? Because it's not just the weight loss, is it?
Yeah, no.
So what else do you know?
Lifestyle becomes a big thing. I guess even what I was saying before, they do realise that they can cook, and they get really into it, and I love it when they'll send me recipes that they think I'll like, or they'll say, cool. Or, you know, they start carrying snacks around in their bag. They'll like say, oh, I keep almonds with me all the time now, or dinner parties that they host. They still can know that they can still go out or have friends over and eat well. So they'll say, like, you know, I've planned a dinner party and every meal was this, this and this, and everyone loved it, and they don't feel like they're missing out. They actually realise that it's a lifestyle thing and it can be nice. It's not a diet that's like you go on and then it's done,
or something like that.
That you keep doing it forever. So that's great. But that's probably the main thing.
So emotionally they've got that, they've felt really happy to implement it in, and physically.
And I guess emotionally they just overall they deal better with when stressful situations or things that may have made them eat badly in the past come up. They cope better with it because they're feeling better overall. They're eating the right foods that are, you know, good for the brain and good for energy. So they cope a lot better with when something stressful comes up.
So emotionally they're well.
Yeah.
Excellent. Love it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Casey, our nutritionist. Hopefully this has been helpful for you all. If you'd like any more information on how you can look and feel your best inside and out, we have Casey Borman, Chevron Island Physio, or you can visit my website at www.feelgreatnaked.com.au. Thank you.